I'm going to give you a tour of Zend Studio, showing you how to get started writing high-quality code using the leading PHP IDE. When you open Zend Studio for the first time, you'll see the welcome screen. Here, you can see easy ways to get started, including creating projects from Git, GitHub, SVN, or in other ways. You can also take advantage of Zend Studio's Smart Product configuration from this screen. By default, only core components of the IDE are installed, leaving it up to you which extra features you need. You can tailor the product to fit your needs by selecting additional components you want to use, like the Amazon Web Services Toolkit, from this screen. You can also add components by starting to use a feature, cloning from a Git repository for example, and then Zend Studio will automatically install any required components that are missing. You'll typically start by creating a new project. I'll select the option to create a new local project and specify the project name. Note how easy it is to incorporate Zend Framework. After I hit Next, I can specify how I want this PHP code to be deployed. Using Zend Application Deployment will let me specify metadata about my application for use in deploying it. I can choose between using Zend Server, possibly on another host, using the Zend Developer Cloud on phpcloud.com, or using a local runtime. In this case, I'll use a local one, and then I'll hit Finish. Next, we'll want to create a new file. I'll do that by clicking the New Untitled PHP Document button in the toolbar. Here in this new file, I can press Control-Space to bring up the Code Assist window. This helps me add code elements to my PHP script, like the template for creating a new class. I'll modify the class name and its constructor, and add a private variable. Now I'll save the file. Because I created this project based on Zend Framework, the MVC structure has been set up for me, so I'll put this in the model directory. And now that I think about it, I'm also going to want getters and setters, so I can use Zend Studio's code generation feature to create them for me. Now that I've written some code, the next thing I'd like to do is debug it. Because I'm using Zend Server as my PHP runtime, and I put this project in the server's document root, debugging is really easy. I'll go to the index page of my application, right-click on the file, and select Debug as PHP Web Application. Zend Studio lets me switch to the debug perspective, which is more suitable for debugging sessions. My debug session starts immediately, and I can step through my code, seeing the results here in the Zend Studio console. Once I'm satisfied with my code, I want to make sure that it will be deployed properly. Here, I can specify application metadata, including versioning, directories, dependencies like minimum PHP version or required directives. I can specify triggers to be run at various points in deployment, and I can specify user parameters that must be entered by the Zend Server administrator doing the deploying. This way, I know that my code is always deployed exactly the right way, cutting out opportunities for deployment errors. Of course, sometimes problems may still occur. When a problem is discovered, even in production, having my code running on Zend Server or in the Zend Developer Cloud allows me to import a code trace of exactly what happened in the PHP call stack during the execution of that request. Now I can pinpoint errors and see the amount of time and memory every PHP call has taken, and go right from there to the appropriate line of code, helping me quickly resolve problems and get my applications up and running again. This is just a taste of the powerful PHP development tools that Zend Studio puts at your disposal. To learn more, visit www.zend.com/studio and download a free trial. Thanks for watching.